Hey YouTube. So my name is Mark Lester. I am doing a new startup venture in the trucking business. I'm not exactly sure what I was thinking, to be honest with you. But I have a couple friends of mine who drive truck. They have an agricultural gig and they make pretty decent money doing it. A little bit of history about myself. I've had several careers in my life. I am currently a physician assistant in the ER. In the past, I've been a paramedic, which I was for about 20 years, and I was a police officer for nearly a decade back in the 90s. A long time ago. Anyway. The ER world is beginning to suck my soul dry, and anybody in medicine is probably nodding their head right now. And I've been doing ER work for about 10 years now. Actually a little over 10 years now. And I've been a PA for about 14 years. And I needed a change. So, a good friend of mine, whom I used to work with in the ER, sat down with me last fall and said, you should really look into doing this. Get yourself a truck. So, after giving it some serious thought and plenty of discussion with my wife, who, God love her, has been exceptionally supportive of this, thankfully. Or maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, within a couple of weeks, I had the opportunity to buy a semi in a liquidation auction. And I pretty much paid pennies on the dollar for it. And I thought, well, I guess this is a sign. So shortly thereafter, I started with the process. I got myself an LLC. I got myself a USDOT number. And that was all back in December now, almost 4 months ago. And let me tell you, it has been a twisty, turny, convoluted trail to get to where I'm at now. I probably should have been recording this and making informative videos along the process so that you could all shake your head saying, what's that guy doing? He's an idiot. That's not the right way of doing it. Because pretty much I did a lot of things not the right way to do it. But I've come to the conclusion that setting up a trucking business is about the most backwards way of setting up any business that you could potentially think of. There is no way to truly get solid data to set up a business plan, because you don't know what's out there. You get a decent idea, you can get rumors, you can watch a lot of videos, which I did. But long story short, I put myself through CDL school. I finished my courses last Wednesday, the 8th, and I passed my CDL test yesterday. So today I went to the Secretary of State's office, which in Michigan is like a DMV anywhere else, and it's official. I have my Class A CDL without restrictions, and things are moving. I currently am going through the stressful, want to pull your hair out process of getting a plate for the truck, because my God, that's next to impossible. I insured the truck a week ago hoping to be able to get it plated, but I couldn't because, again, green as green comes. I had no idea what IRP was. I'm learning. It's been a steep curve. But I've got the insurance. I ended up picking up a flatbed trailer, again for pennies on the dollar. Why? Am I thinking that I wanted to get into flatbedding? I don't know. It just kind of dumped itself into my lap, and it seemed like too good of a deal. So here's another venture I'm looking into. Initially, I was thinking I was going to do intra-state in the state of Michigan. But then I got to thinking, I live at the southern end of Michigan, down in southwest Michigan, not far from the state line of Indiana, and I didn't want to hamstring myself into not being able to take loads out of northern Indiana. So I ended up getting my own authority, and that was obviously finished up last week when I got my insurance. And then, well, that's not great. There's a semi-tanker. It looks like it's getting chained up to be towed by another, I think, Peterbilt that's bobtailing. And, well, they're blocking the road. So, that's great. They're blocking a whole lane. Anyway. I'm still in the limbo of waiting for IRP to get my account set up so I can plate my truck. I haven't even picked up the trailer yet because I don't have a plate on my truck, and I didn't have my CDL till yesterday. So my friend offered to help me pick it up, but I kind of wanted to do it on my own and get it back to my shop where I can kind of give it the once over. One of the saving graces is that my youngest son is a diesel mechanic by profession. So, as I like to joke, I've got a diesel mechanic on retainer, which is good because 2 days ago we went to start the truck and it wouldn't start. And thankfully we were able to get it diagnosed, the fact that it's got a bad starter. So that's going to have to get changed. But it's been nickel and diming me for, well, since I owned it. So I guess it is what it is. But anyway, I kind of wanted to start this process out. I wanted to introduce myself. And I'll keep you posted. I'll post up some videos and we'll kind of see where this whole thing goes. The great news is last week I did hear from my buddy who contracts with the agricultural stuff in the fall, and we're set up for the fall. I was hoping to have a fertilizer job in the spring, and so far that hasn't come to fruition, which is not great because I got to start making some money. I didn't quit my job in the ER. I'm still working between 5 and 6 shifts a month. So I do have some base income, but probably not enough to survive on. So anyway, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe if you'd be so kind, and I'll try to keep you updated. Have a great day.